Hi, in this demo, I'll be showcasing about the form designer. On my last one, I showcased how to basically add fields and configure the form using the form layout. So this is another way of doing it, right? As you navigate to the context menu in the top left, go to configure and go to form design, it will basically take you to this page here, right? So on the left, it's similar. You have existing fields, and this existing fields right now is you could drag it to the left, right? And as you drag it to the left, it will be adding more fields into the form, right? So eventually on the top, you will see you are under the incident record, right? You're under a default view. So you could basically choose on which view you would like the field to be housed, right? So eventually how ServiceNow works, you have the different fields already under the incident record or in the incident table, right? And under the default view on this purpose, right? Then the default view will have this different views, right? So give you a good example where I drag active, right? So once I drag it, it will now be available after saving it under the default view, right? And within it, you could also configure, is it read only, right? Or it could be by default, it has a default value, right? So that's one of the few ways. Now I'll remove it, and you could also add a new field if needed be, right? So if let's say I would like to have a date time, and under the date time is a type of the field. Now you need to put a name. So let's say this is today's date, right? And automatically, right, it also creates a name for you. So you can configure that, right? And let us take out the true, and it could be mandatory or read only. So you could add more fields needed be, right, to be able to configure the form according to your need. And the columns on the top, right? So you could it could be a single column, right? It could be a two columns, right? Depending on your purpose, right? So now you could play around, right, and do a column, right? So you could remove this section, add the section if needed be. You can see that you have add the section, right, and add fields here on this new section. You could add names and so on to get the form organized. Now, once you save this and you go back to the main form, which is here, then it will change the view of the form, which is found on the view. I mean the default view. What I'm talking about right now, we're on the default view, right? And I would like you to play around to be able to get yourself familiarized and master the forms in ServiceNow. Thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe.